President Donald Trump is expected to announce new tariffs this week. He is even calling April 2nd, which is this Wednesday, Liberation Day. I want to bring in our Joe St. George, who joins us now live from Washington. Joe, good morning to you. Walk us through what we know so far about this so-called Liberation Day.
Well, Aaron, it's going to be a big week for the T word, tariff. We're going to be talking about it a lot. The markets are going to be moved, it looks like. I was just looking at the futures for the Dow overnight in Asia. The markets like certainty, and we really don't have certainty when it comes to these tariffs, other than we know that they're coming. Yesterday on board Air Force One, President Trump was asked, well, sir, is this going to be 10 countries or 15 countries? And he replied by saying all countries. Again, what's making this week significant is, yes, tariffs on items like foreign automobiles. That was announced last week. Those are taking effect this week. But also reciprocal tariffs are set to go into effect. The White House says they're going to be fairer than how other countries have treated the United States over the years, but reciprocal tariffs nonetheless. Peter Navarro, the top economic advisor to President Trump, has estimated that this could raise $6 trillion in new tax revenue. That, if true, economists say would represent the largest tax increase during a peacetime period in American history. Again, we'll have to wait and see if all this still goes into effect. The president has, throughout his political career, said one thing about tariffs: the deadline gets closer, and then there's a negotiation and a change. So we'll have to wait and see. But Wednesday's already being called Liberation Day. President Trump believes this will encourage more American investment. And even though it's pretty much universally accepted by economists that the cost is going to be passed along to all of us, and that we could be talking about inflation this time next week on a variety of products, the White House is pushing back on that. They believe that other countries are going to have to eat the cost of this, if you will, in order to do business. The mayor of Columbus, Ohio, has estimated, for instance, that the average house could cost $21,000 more to build. Things like lumber will be more expensive to get in to the United States. And we've been reporting for the last week or so on price increases for cars not made in the U.S. Anywhere between $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 could be the sticker price increase in the coming weeks and months ahead. The president was asked about the potential for rising costs of automobiles. The president said over the weekend, quote, "I couldn't care less," because he believes people are going to want to buy American and buy American cars. That's what so much all of this is about. So stay tuned, Aaron. Going to be a big week for tariff. And like I said, there's uncertainty here. So we're going to have to wait and see together what's going to get a new tax and what won't.
Yeah, Joe, looking forward to talking to you more about that as we head throughout the week. Thanks so much for your time this morning.